Welcome back. Here with me now is Maren Rogers with everything hot off the press. It's great to see you again, Maren.
Hey Betsy, how are you?
Fine, thanks. So we have lots to talk about today. Let's get started with the History Harvest event.
Yes, so the town of Bluffton has received a grant, and what this grant is going to do is just help preserve the history of Bluffton. So they're calling it the History Harvest, and just called for a meeting this past Saturday, and then this coming Saturday, on Saturday, November 17th, from 10 to 3 at the historic Campbell A&M Church. We would love to gather up as much information on Bluffton's African American culture, history, descendants. As we know, there's not a lot out there for Bluffton. So if you've lived in a property for years, if you have pictures, if you were born and raised in Bluffton, Bluffton needs that information just to help preserve for the next generation and have people understand who we are and what we're about.
Right, and so what they're asking specifically is for people to just come and tell their stories this coming Saturday, right?
Yes, absolutely. Come and tell their stories. Bring family mementos, pictures, photos, and stories, and just people from your family that can tell the story of what they fished for in the rivers, where they were born, what they did on holidays, just to bring together that amount of information to create that history of Bluffton.
Well, it sounds like a really special event, so I hope a lot of people will come out for that. So now let's move to the turkey chase, not to be confused with the turkey trot. We're doing the turkey chase in Bluffton.
Yes, so the historic Bluffton Turkey Chase will take place on Thanksgiving morning at 8:30 in the morning at Oyster Factory Park. Registration is open online until November 17th, so you have until this Saturday to get it in, sign up your family. It is a 5K, it's flat, it's quick, and it's a lot of fun for the entire family to enjoy. I know my family's coming into town and they're going to be on the sidelines cheering us on as we run the race. And as you mentioned, there's also a turkey trot on Hilton Head. So those of you that live on Hilton Head, go and do that. If you live in Bluffton, come and do that, or, you know, pop over to both.
Well, and it's always a good idea to get a little exercise in before that big Thanksgiving meal.
That's right, exactly. And Bluffton is so beautiful, as we know, just to run amongst the oaks and up and down our streets. It's just great fun, and they're hoping for over 800 to 1,000 runners, so it'll be a great race.
Wow, that is a big number. All right, so let's move to the Church of the Cross. It's expanding, and the school's expanding too, so tell us about that.
So as we know, Church of the Cross has started on Calhoun Street. It is a historical preserved place in Bluffton, right there sitting on the May River, and that campus is thriving. And then, as we know, they have opened the Cross Schools, and that school goes from 18 months all the way to 5th grade. And they just added on a magnificent, beautiful new gymnasium, as well as more sports fields, more classrooms. So Betsy, they are up to over 500 students and would love to continue that. They own over 80 acres right there in that quadrant and are going to eventually build a sanctuary. So there are drafts out there, and this sanctuary will be built right there on that campus for all to enjoy. And then secondly, with that, they have also bought some land out west of town in Jasper County. So rooted in the past, continuing in the present, and then setting up for the future, and they're doing a great job with that.
Well, they certainly are, and that's exciting to see all that growth happening. Thanks, as always, for being with us, Maren. You have everything hot off the press every time I see you.
Thanks for having me, Betsy.